There is one thing that I want to emphasize that most of us already know, but there's a select group of us that don't know. So I'm simply going to make this statement. The year is 2021. The year is 2021. The reason why I say this is because there are some people that are walking around here whose brains are still in the 50s, they're still in the 60s, some of them still in the 70s or 80s. They have a mindset that society is supposed to be the way it was back then, and it's not. And they say they know what the year is, but they have no idea. In their minds, they still have that mindset. There's nothing wrong with having memories. There's nothing wrong with reminiscing. A little nostalgia never hurt anybody. I like looking into the history of different things. I find it very interesting. But I'm not going to do it to the point where I don't even know what day and what year it is. I'm well aware of how old I am. I'm well aware of what year it is, where I live, and things like that. So my mindset has to adjust accordingly. That doesn't mean I'm selling out on my value system. That's a different thing. But I have to adjust to the fact that it is 2021. The reason why I say this is because there's a situation, and I notice this with a lot of men in certain regions of the country, where they feel that they do not have to take orders from a woman. They feel they don't have to take orders from a person who is classified as LGBTQ. They feel they shouldn't have to take orders from someone who is not of their race or culture. They feel they shouldn't have to answer to them, even though that person is working for the company and they are in a position where they are their superior. Now, my question is this. If you met the supervisor on that day and you knew what they were, why the hell you went to work? Oh, that's right, you've got expenses and bills. But see, when you get on the job and you get frustrated, you decide you want to start, slamming the racial slurs and the sexual slurs and the innuendo and the whole 9 yards. What is wrong with you? Just the other day, you were telling your buddies about how you got this great gig and you're getting paid all this money, but then you turn around the minute that you feel bad. You mean to tell me you're going to take a job where you know the person that is going to be your supervisor conflicts with your so-called values, but you take the job anyway? You know why you took the job? Because you need the damn money. And you should have that same mindset throughout the whole time that you're working, and don't worry about whether or not that person's a female. If I hear one more man one more time complain about, I don't feel like taking no orders from no female, fine. Take your ass home, be broke. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a female, because I've heard some women say it. In certain industries are predominated by women, and sometimes there might be some men involved. And I've heard some women say, I don't know what that man is doing here. I'm not taking no orders from him. This is a woman's business. But it's more so in a lot of businesses, and there's a lot of situations where women are crossing over into industries that are dominated by men. It is what it is. And guess what? The people who are running the company, they felt that person was fit enough to do it. They did the work. They paid their dues. They felt they were supervisor material, and they made them a supervisor. And you had to have interviewed with that person before you took the job, but you took it anyway. You know why? Because when you went home later on that day and you saw them bills piled up and you saw that your cupboard was bare and that the baby needed diapers and you needed gas in your tank, you knew you had to take a gig. But then you, the fool, gonna turn around and take the gig, work for a little while, and all of a sudden you're gonna express your displeasure. You need to be broke. You deserve to be broke. You deserve to be without a job. And your wife turn around and walk out on you, your husband turn around and walk out on you. They were doing it because they needed a break. You are a fool. Especially if the job is paying the bills. What business is it of yours of what that person does in the bedroom? What business is it of yours as to what country they came from, as long as you can communicate with each other? What business is it of yours whether or not they're male or female supervisor? If you're so hung up on whether or not that person is a certain whatever, and you don't like the company because of whatever, because they're different from you, then what you need to do is take your little simple behind home, come up with a business plan, and be waiting outside the SBA tomorrow morning so you can apply for that loan and get a job somewhere else. Because not only did you turn around and you insulted that person, you probably either got suspended or you got fired from that job, which makes for a poor reference. So when you try to apply anywhere else in the industry, you've got a black mark. Really smart people, really smart. But in this day and age, I still hear it. The purpose of a job, let me just make it simple for you because apparently some of you have forgotten. The purpose of a job is to earn an income. The income allows you to pay for expenses in your home, rental, mortgage, taxes, insurance, utilities. It allows you to buy food so you can eat the food, so you would have the strength to take your ass to work. The income from that job allows you to pay your car payment, pay for insurance on the car, allow you to put gas in the car so you can get in the car and go to work and make more money. Oh no, that's not all. Let me tell you what else the income from the job does. It does a lot. And I'm going to tell you because apparently you forgot. The income also pays for child care because, see, you don't get off till 5 or 6 o'clock and your child gets out of school at 2:30 and your wife doesn't get off until 5. So between 2:30 and 5, your little 6-year-old can't stay in the house by themselves. They have to go to child care. And so it pays for that as well. And that annual vacation that you take to Florida every single year, your income pays for that as well from your job. And also, how about things like, clothing, because you can't go to work naked. Nobody in your house can go to work naked. So, it pays for clothing as well. Pays for your toiletries, so you won't offend anyone when you go to work. Haircuts, hairstyling, things like that. Allows you to make donations to the church when necessary. Allows you to have a bank account. That's what income does. And the reason why I'm saying this and I'm being facetious, I know I sound very facetious and very sarcastic, but that's the very least that I could sound right now because I'm hearing it just about every single day. I work in an industry where we deal with a lot of people in construction, and the things that come out of their mouths, and I'm not talking about people that are 20 and 25 years old. They're busy hustling and getting the work done. I'm talking about people my age that have been on this earth for a while, and they're talking like, because the supervisor's different than what they agree with, and they just are running their mouths. I'm like, you must have a pot of gold stashed away somewhere where you can afford to lose a job. Out in the hot sun, rain, or whatever the case, all those weather conditions. Because, in construction, a lot of people work outside. It's not easy. So, I don't know what to say about these people. I really don't. But, it's crazy. If you're in a business where it bothers you so much when you clock in every single day to see that supervisor, it represents something that you do not agree with. If it bothers you so much, then you need to stay home. Let somebody else take that job. There are people out here looking for work every single day. Other than that, shut up, do your job, be on time, show courtesy to everyone so you can keep getting paid. Yeah, but then, maybe these people have a pot of gold hidden somewhere. I don't know. But come on, guys, really? Especially the way the economy is right now. You got to decide what's more important. Bringing home that paycheck or sticking to your beliefs. It's hard out here, and it's about to get harder over the next couple of months. There's going to be a flood of people that's going to be applying for jobs. So you need to get it together. It's business, people. It's not personal. Just saying.